Hello students, so let's check one more very important example, very important sum I can say from the chapter, and the same type of sum it is there in the exercise number 4.2, question number 5, and the weightage of the sum again it is of 3 to 4 marks sum where you have to find the combined equation. As we all know that combined equation actually it is a type number 1, 2 and 3. So I'm taking this part separately because it is a combination of two types, combined equation as well as the measure of acute angle also. So the same type of the sum it is there in the exercise number 4.2, that is question number 5. Now for this sum also we can draw the diagram and see to that in the exam diagram is not compulsory. Without diagram also you can present your sum, and for this sum will will present the sum without diagram only. Okay, so we'll see now what is given in the question. Find combined equation of the line through the origin. As we know that the combined equation of line it is passing through the origin. You have to find the combined equation passing through origin. Whenever the word comes origin, equation of line, origin, straight away this formula should come in your mind, that is y equal to mx, as y equal to mx is what it is, the equation of line when it is passing through origin, each of which makes an angle. Remember this, whenever the word comes makes an angle, angle between, so you have to remember this three formula. The first one is tan theta equals to twice square root h square minus ab upon a plus b. The second is m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 into m2. The third formula is what? Is simply I replace the value of m1 by m and m2 by m1. Now remember this formula when you have to apply when the equation contain ax square plus 2h xy plus by square equals to 0, where you will get the value of a, h and b. Substitute the value, you will get the value of angle theta. This formula when you have two equation from the first equation, and the two equations should be in the form of linear, a linear equation, yes or no. From the first equation of line you will get m1, from the second equation of line you will get m2. Substitute the value, you will get the answer. The third formula you have to apply when you have only single equation, single linear equation. I will say single line, single linear equation, from which you will get only m1 and you will have one angle. So remember, whenever the word comes makes angle, angle between, we have to apply this formula. Angle means we know that this angle is known as theta. So whenever the word comes making angle, angle between, straight away you have to apply this formula. Okay, so when the equation contain a quadratic equation, so you have to apply this. Whenever you have two linear equation, as in the question here we have only one linear equation, can you see? We have only one linear equation and one angle. So with respect to one angle and one linear equation, here we come to the conclusion that we have to apply the formula number 3. So here formula number 3 is what? Simply I replace the value of m1 by m, m2 by m1, because for this question we have only one linear equation. So whenever you have one linear equation, apply this formula. Whenever you have two linear equation, two equation of line, apply this formula. When the equation contain a quadratic form, that is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0, then you have to apply the first one. So here we come to the conclusion that for this sum, for the exercise number 4.2 question number 5, we have to solve this sum by using formula number 3. Understood? Okay, so now we'll start the presentation part. So we'll start writing The first step, we'll find the slope of this line, and this is the angle means theta. Okay, so we'll start writing the slope of the line 3x plus 2y plus 66 equals to 0 is minus 3 by 2. Yes or no? Using the formula, which one? Minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of y. You all might be knowing, yes or no? So but we don't know this minus 3 upon 2 is what? M or M1? Remember, actually it is M1 when you will apply this formula, M1. So here we'll write what? Let M1 be the slope of 3x plus 2y plus 66 equals to 0, that is M1 equals to minus 3 by 2, and M, this M be the slope of one of the line. So that means I don't know the second line, so M be the slope of the second line, one of the line, making an angle of 30 degree with the line, that is 3x plus 2y plus 66 equals to 0. As we have to find the combined equation of line through the origin, each of which angle makes an angle of 30 degree with one of the line. So as the slope of the line, will take the slope of the line as M1. Yes or no? As I told, when you have one linear equation and angle, so you have to apply the third formula. When you have the two linear equation, the second formula will come. Okay, so now as here from this equation we got M1. So let M be the slope of one of the line making an angle with the line, angle 30 degree with the line 3x plus 2y plus 66 equals to 0. So here we can say the indirectly or directly, it means what? The angle between the lines having slope M and M1. So that means the angle between these two slopes, when you have two lines, so the slope for the first line will be M and the second line will be what? M1. So angle between this will be what? Here we have the 30 degree. So we'll apply the formula. Tan theta is equals to M minus M1 upon 1 plus M into M1. As I told, when you have one linear equation, apply this formula. When you have two linear equation, the second one will come. Yes or no? So after this, substitute the value. As we have the theta, that is 30 degree, we'll keep this M as it is. What is M1? Minus 3 by 2, 1 plus M into minus 3 by 2. Yes or no? So from the table you will get tan theta as 1 by root 3. Yes or no? M minus minus plus 3 by 2, 1 plus minus minus. Yes or no? So this will be 3m by 2. So the next step, this will be same 1 upon root 3, cross it, so you will get 2m plus 3 upon 2. Here you will get 2 minus 3m upon 2. Yes or no? 2 will get cancelled. So here we left with what? 1 upon root 3 equals to 2m plus 3 upon 2 minus 3m. Okay. The further, As I told, this sum we can solve by using the diagram also, but in the exam diagram is not compulsory and there is no marks for diagram. Okay, so without diagram also we can solve, we can present the sum. Okay, so now after that, as we have to find the combined equation, so for this next what I will do, as here we have the mod, so in that after this we'll take what, taking square on both side, yes or no. We did one sum based on this. When you have a mod and a root, so we have to remove this root, so we'll take what, taking square on both the side. So square of 1 will be 1, square of root 3 will be what, 3, square of this part will be what, 2m plus 3 the whole square, square of this part will be what, 2 minus 3m the whole square, yes or no. Understood? After this cross, so this will be what, 1, 2 minus 3m the whole square, and this will be what, 3, 2m plus 3 the whole square. So when you will multiply this part with 1, you will get 2 minus 3m the whole square only. Now simply apply the formula a minus b the whole square, so you will get a square minus 2ab plus b square. Keep this 3 as it is. This look like what, a plus b the whole square, so a square will be what, 4m square plus 2ab 12m, and 3 square is what, 9. After this 4 minus 12m plus 9m square equal to, okay, bracket open with 3, multiply, so you will get 12m square plus 3 12s are 36m plus 3 9s are 27, yes or no. So now we'll arrange the equation, okay, and see to that the symbol for m square should be positive. So here we have 9m square and here we have 12. So when you will shift this 12 to the left hand side, you will get minus sign. So instead of that, we'll shift all the numbers on that side. So 12m square, this will go that side, so minus 9m square. So here we got the like terms of m square, yes or no. So plus 36m, this minus 12 will go that side, so plus 12m plus 27 minus 4, yes or no. As here we have plus, it will go that side. So therefore 0 equals to 12 minus 9 is what, 3m square plus 36 plus 12 is what, 48m plus 24 minus 4 is what, 23. That is, we can say that 3m square plus 48m plus 23 equals to 0. So here we got a quadratic equation, yes or no, which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, but with the variable m. We know that m is what, slope. If you get a quadratic equation with respect to slope, actually this is known as what, auxiliary equation, yes or no. Auxiliary equation is what, a equation with respect to the variable m, where m is known as slope, or else we can say it is also known as the roots, yes or no. Understood? Got the point? So remember this, actually here m is what, it's a variable which is known as slope, or else we can say it is the roots. As it is a slope, a quadratic equation contained with the variable m, actually it is known as, in the straight line in this chapter, it is known as auxiliary equation, yes or no. So here we can write what, this is auxiliary equation of two lines, and we know that the joint equation is obtained by putting or by replacing y equal to mx. Therefore, we can say the joint equation of two lines is, it means what? As we know that the combined equation of the line passing through origin, so origin means what? Y equal to mx will come, as here we got. We know that when you get this answer, when you replace y by x equals to m, yes or no? And that equation will be in the form of what? As the equation will be in the form of what? Ax square plus 2xxy plus by square equals to 0. As when you will get this equation, when the two lines, it will pass through origin, so that's why I replaced that m by y by x as it is passing through origin. And we know that the auxiliary equation means what? With the variable m, the two lines and their joint equation will obtain by what? Putting, yeah, replacing m equals to y by x. With the help of this only we get the auxiliary equation, no? With the help of this equation. So this equation, clearly we can say it is a quadratic equation. With the help of quadratic equation we get a required corresponding auxiliary equation. So as we have to find this equation, this one which is in the form of quadratic, and we know that a quadratic equation is what? It is nothing but a combined equation. Quadratic means what? Combine, yes or no? So to find the required answer, simply what I will do, I will replace this m by y by x. So here we have square 48m y by x 23 equals to 0. So therefore this we can write as what? 3 y square upon x square 48 y upon x plus 23 equals to 0. Yes or no? Now we'll make the equation straight. Okay. So here we'll write what? Dividing, okay, or sorry, instead of dividing, yeah, making the numerator and denominator same here. There are 2 3 ways from which we can make the equation straight. So instead of making the dividing the numerator denominator by x, here I will do what? Multiplying throughout by x square. So what you will get when you will multiply this first part by x square? So you will get what? 3y square. So when you will multiply the second part by x square, so x will get cancelled, you will left with 1x here. When you will multiply, you will get 23x square. 0 into x square, when you will multiply, you will get 0. Got the point? So we got the equation. This is known as what? So we can rewrite this equation as, first we can write as x, second xy, third y square. So clearly we can see that this equation actually it is in the form of what? Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0. And when you will get this equation, when you have a two linear equation, when the final answer is a quadratic equation, when you will get, okay, when the final answer it is in the form of quadratic equation, we know that a quadratic equation is what? Actually that is nothing but a combined equation. So that's why I took this sum as separately, as I know that type number 1 2 3 it is based on combined equation. But for this sum, the sum, it is from the exercise number 4.2, that is question number 5. It is a mixture of acute angle and the combined equation, as well as the auxiliary form also. Okay, so that's why I took this sum separately from the type number 1 2. 3. But here also in this sum we have to find the combined equation, and in type number 1 2 3 also it was the same, where you have to find the combined equation. But here we have to find the combined equation with respect to what? Angle and one slope. So whenever you have one angle and one slope, simply apply the third formula. When you have two linear equation, two slope, you will apply the second formula. When the given equation it is in this form, so you will apply the third formula. So I took the third one, substitute the value. So here we got the equation. So that equation actually is in the form of what? Variable m. So in this chapter we know that m stands for slope, and it is also known as root. When it is a quadratic equation with the variable m, actually it is known as a auxiliary equation. As the auxiliary equation, basically we get the auxiliary equation from this from this equation, and this equation is what? A quadratic equation. A quadratic equation actually is nothing but it is a combined equation in simple language. So after that I replace this m by y by x. Okay, make the denominator same or else multiply throughout by x square, so you will get the required combined equation. So actually the presentation of the sum was little different, so that's why I took the sum separately. Got the point? Understood? So whenever see that you have to find the combined equation, remember the combined equation for the type number 1 2 3, the format it was something different. Okay, here you remember as a new type, when you have a theta and a slope, one slope, with the help of this also we can find our combined equation. As I said the first lecture only, the chapter actually is very easy and simple. So the complex part is what? There are lots of concepts, things, many sums, many types to understand the chapter. So but the chapter actually it is very easy when you solve the sums type wise instead of doing exercise wise. So this was the last part, last sum, last concept of this chapter, that is chapter number 4, straight pairs of straight line. So that is the end of the chapter. So we connected with all the concept, all the sums from exercise number 4.1, 4.2, and as well as from the 4.3. So that's the end of the concept and as well as all the sums. I hope so you all understood the concept, all the types, type number 1 2 3 4, whatever the type it was there. So if you understood the concept, if you like all the videos, so please do like, share, comment, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Till then, goodbye. See you in next lecture, and in the next lecture we'll start with a new chapter. Till then, goodbye.